everyone, my name is AnnaMarie with AnnaMarie Creations, and I'm going to do a really quick tutorial on these Beaded Treasure Centerline feather connectors. They are made specifically for Delica beads. They come in set of 3. You've got 2 silver, 1 gold, and they are by Beaded Treasures, and you can find them at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to be using these to create my Warrior Man earring, as you can see. These, like I said, are made specifically for Delica beads, and this is a beaded sequence that I am going to be using. So let's get started. Okay everyone, this is the beaded sequence that I'm going for. It's right there. You can see it right there. And I've already went ahead and tied a knot on one. I'm going to do a really quick close-up so you can see that there is 4 holes there, as you can see. And I'm only going to use the 2 closest ones that are at the end of that center line. Okay? It's the only ones I'm using right now. So, this is my beaded sequence that I'm going to be using. I did change it a little bit. So this only holds a total of 9 beads. So I'm going to start with 1 black, 1 fuchsia, red, orange, yellow. Now I'm going to go back, orange, red, fuchsia, and black. There it is. That should fit perfect in there. So let's bring that down. And I love using these center lines. I use them for a lot of different projects. So what I'm going to do is that one hole that I told you I was going to use, not the bigger one, the smaller one at the end of that center line, is the one I'm going to be using. So go through that hole, and as you can tell, it fits perfectly in there. Falls in there really nice. I'm going to turn it. Now you got to be careful that you don't bring this around the outside. You don't want the string out here, so you want to turn it around, and you're going to go back the other way. And I use this string as a starting point. It lets me know exactly what side I started from. Otherwise I'd probably get lost. Did I do it once? Did I do it twice? This just lets me know that I've gone back through all the beads, as you can see right there. Pull it through. Now you're going to go through the hole, that first one, the end of the center line. Now you're going to flip it, because I know this is where I started and I want to go back to this end. And I'm going to go back through the beads again. There you go. But I use these center lines, like I said, in different projects. I use the bracelets, I use the rings, I use the circle earrings. There's a lot of different centerline products out there, and these are some of my favorites that I like working with. So now I'm going to go back through the hole, and one thing I'm using is Fireline. I will leave a list of material down below so you can see what I used. Now I came through the hole, and I'm on, excuse me, there's my tail. Lets me know what side is what. Now what I'm going to do, instead of going back through the beads, I'm going to tie a knot at the end of that last bead, right in there. So how I do that, I'm going to go through one side of that center line where the bead string is, go down, but you're not going to pull that string all the way through. Now I'm going to come back through the other side of the center line here of that one bead. Oh, wrong way. There we go. and I'm going to go through that loop that I just left. Now before you pull it tight, you want to make sure that that knot is going to go straight down into the crevice there, right there. You want it at the end of that bead. Okay, I'm going to do a double knot, so I'm going to go back down one side of those beads, of that one bead, the end bead that is. Come back up through the other side of that end bead, go through the knot, and make sure that knot goes down in there. Excuse me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go through this way. I'm going to go back through that first knot. I'm not the first knot, the first hole, excuse me. And we're going to go through, and now we're going to go through the beads for the last time. And it might feel a little snug, so it's probably easier to turn it over and let it go halfway. I don't want it all the way to the end, just halfway. Bring it through, give it a little tug, and as you can tell, it's in the center of those beads of that line. And then I'm going to snip it off. I don't like to leave the string at the end of the, I don't like to snip it off where the knot is, because if it comes loose, it's got to wiggle its way back out. It's not going to do that this way. But with this string here, I like to, you can make it longer, but I don't really like to waste string that way. So I found a good way to get that string in there, and this is a wide eye needle, and as you can tell, it opens up right in the center. And I put the string in, and just go back through the bead any way you want. It's gonna go through. Oh, let's get it back in there. Let's see. There it goes. See, it's right in the center, and it will come right through. There it is. So now I'm just going to snip it, and we are all done with this one. So they're fairly easy, really easy to make. I think the most complicated thing is figuring out your bead sequence. So as you can tell, these two are done right there, and I'm going to do these two. Okay everyone, I went ahead and completed my Centerline feather connectors, and I did 4 of them. So they will be used in my next project, which I'll be creating this warrior man earring that I really like, and I made it in several different colors. But this one will be primary color of fuchsia in my next tutorial. So I hope this helps, and if you want to see more tutorials, please like, subscribe, and share. I'd really appreciate it. And again, thank you for watching.